This case has been surrounded in speculation and mystery for years. 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson's body was discovered on the 11th of January 2013 in Lowndes High School, Georgia. His body was found head first in the center of a rolled-up wrestling mat in the school's gym. Initial autopsy carried out on Johnson's body concluded the death to be accidental, stating that he had got stuck in the mat after trying to retrieve a shoe and suffocated. However, Johnson's family was not satisfied with the initial autopsy report and resorted to hiring a private pathologist to perform his own autopsy. This time, the autopsy report was different and revealed far more to the mystery of Johnson's death. The second autopsy concluded that Johnson had died not from suffocation, but from blunt force trauma. The autopsy also reported that newspapers were stuffed inside Johnson's body. Even more disturbing is that his body was missing entire organs, as well as missing clothes from the day of his death. Johnson's body now strongly believes, with the evidence seen, that he was murdered. With overwhelming evidence, they also believe that there was a cover-up by the local police department. In November of 2013, 290 hours of CCTV footage from inside the school was released to CNN following a court-ordered request. This footage reveals Johnson entering the gym moments before his death. However, a staggering 3 hours of footage was missing, leading many to believe it may have been doctored. Many other details surrounding the case are very bizarre, to say the least, including the size of the hole of the wrestling mat, which was 14.5 inches. However, Johnson's shoulders were 19 inches across. How could he have fit? There are many things here that simply don't add up. To add to the suspicion, two brothers, Brian and Brandon Bell, that were Johnson's classmates and just happened to be the sons of an FBI agent, are currently being questioned. As it turns out, they both had refused to be interviewed at the request of their father. It was found that 2 years prior to the death, Johnson allegedly got into a fight with a younger brother. In 2015, Kendrick Johnson's family filed a $100 million civil lawsuit against 38 individuals. The bereaved family is desperately trying to seek answers to the mystery of how and why Kendrick Johnson lost his life, or as evidence may point to it, why was it taken? This shocking dashcam footage captured the woman standing beside her parked car and holding her young child. Suddenly, a horrifying twist of fate happened. As a large trailer truck on the opposite side of the road loses control, it rams directly through the concrete divider and comes hurtling towards the woman and her child. Clutching her baby, the panicking mother somehow finds the strength and speed to run out of the way and misses being struck by the truck by mere inches. The truck reportedly swerved to avoid another vehicle. It not only nearly hit the mother and child, but also narrowly avoided colliding head-on with a silver Toyota. Miraculously, only 3 vehicles were significantly damaged by this shocking turn of events, but no injuries were reported. In an alleyway in Taiwan, during a dark and rainy night, a man makes his way to his parked bike. However, if we look closely behind the van parked in the background, you can see a little girl seemingly appear out of thin air. Some brush this off as just a little girl who wandered off from her parents in the city. However, if we examine the footage closely, a small figure in red seems to manifest from a transparent state to a more solid one in a matter of seconds, though perhaps not completely solid, as when the car on the road passes by, you can see the wheels directly through the little girl's head. This leads people to believe that this man may have been followed and watched by a ghostly entity. The location in which this was captured also plays a major role in the mysterious aspect of this whole video. This is because, in Taiwan, there's an urban legend known as the Tagalong, an entity that is said to stalk and follow those that it is haunting. One of the most common depictions of the creature? A small little girl, all dressed in red. If one looks closer at the child's eyes, one would notice that there are merely dark black spheres watching the man intently from afar. In December of 2018, a Twitch user from Kansas City, Missouri, known as Tron1717, went live on his channel. It shows him sitting at the wheel of his car. In the video, he's clearly intoxicated as he fumbles with his seatbelt. Recognizing the danger, viewers immediately try to stop him from driving. Comments after comments tell him that it is far too risky. Tron ignores them all. Viewers continue to try and get him to stop, with many even threatening to call the police for his reckless behavior. Only for a brief moment, things seem to be going fine as Tron pulls away in his car until the streamer lets out a gasp. Next, only Tron cursing can be heard from the video before it abruptly cuts off. Luckily for him, this wasn't the end of it for the careless streamer. According to a Reddit user who was a friend at the time, he actually ended up getting a DUI charge and receiving a temporary ban from Twitch, likely because some of his viewers reported him to the authorities. Fortunately, Tron only hit a light pole